In this video, I have a Marucci Model 53. I'm going to be relacing this for a buddy of mine, but thought why not take the opportunity to give a quick review before I do that. This is a pattern number 5 Cypress series M-type, which means the thumb and pinky loops are integrated into the glove. As you can see, they do not come out and tie on the outside. Looks like the liner is a softer kind of leather. The catcher's mitt series I did was also a Cypress series and had similar leather, but it was more tacky than this one. This one has a much smoother feel to it. Very nice. Almost has like a Halloween look to it, but it's nowhere near as stiff. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I would really like to have seen split gray welting on this one. It seems like it's just begging for it. This model is very similar to Alex Bregman's glove as well. Bregman uses the Model 44, and it's a 11 3/4, whereas this one's 11 1/2. They look very, very similar. Maybe Bregman's is a little bit shallower. We got some coordinates on the thumb. If you're to look these up, it'll take you down to Cat Island National Wildlife Refuge, which is about an hour north of Baton Rouge. I was talking to Eric over at Marucci, and he said that's where you'll find the largest cypress tree in the United States. It's estimated to be about 1,000 years old, which is pretty cool, and which is why this glove series has the name Cypress series. All right, let's get a measurement on this thing. All right, looks like this one does come in right at about 11 1/2. Looks like this one comes in right at 19.3 ounces. And for comparison, I have a 1786 that I just measured. It comes in at 21. I have an A2K at 19.5. and a Kubota Slugger at just over 17. So this one is on the lighter end near the A2K. Let's get a ball in a pocket here, see what that looks like. Very nice. Kind of rolls towards the middle there. If I was to hold it upright, it should make for a great transition. That was with the standard grip. Also, I was reading on Reddit, one of the Marucci reps said that the M-types weren't really made for two in the pinky, so take that for what it's worth. I can do it just fine. Feels fine to me, but I think he said the C-types were made for two in the pinky. Let's see, 11-inch softball, going back to standard grip. Not much room in there for it. Can barely squeeze it, but then again, this thing's next to new, so take that for what it's worth. Finally, the 12-inch. Do not do this at home. All right, let's get this thing open. All right, let's take a peek in here. Looks like we got some high quality padding. Some more of a firm felt on both sides. A very thick thumb stay in there. Not sure if you can see that in the camera, but it feels very thick, very firm. Once you get that bent to where you want it, I think it's just gonna stay there forever. Kind of on the thinner side on the heel, maybe medium-ish, not very thick. So I got the adhesive holding strong, and that's attached to a very thin layer of leather. Maybe give you a little extra protection in there for a palm pad. Maybe might keep that shape a little bit better too. But that goes all the way up there, if you can see. Kind of in this area. All the way up here. The liner feels a little different than the leather of the glove. It wouldn't surprise me if this was deer skin or some kind of deer tan cowhide. But it's very smooth as opposed to how rough the leather is right here. Feels very comfortable. It's very quality, kind of similar to Wilson's liner, as a matter of fact. Got some relace on the top here. No experience with this myself. I haven't never used Marucci, but if you have, leave a comment down there. Let us know how this does. Be interested in finding out. Looks like the top of the liner, it's made of the same stuff. Feels very comfortable in there. And here's a close-up of that M-type style integrated thumb and pinky loop system that Marucci has. Just sewn directly into the liner right here. And here's the pinky. All right, got the glove done. This is the royal blue from Tennessee Tanning Company. Matches up really well against the Marucci embroidery. I'd say once you start to use this thing, those laces should darken up and match pretty much dead on to that. Should make any Dodger fan happy. And I was talking to Eric over at Marucci about this pattern 5 versus Bregman's Model 44 pattern 4. And he was saying that the pattern 4 is a dual welting and plays more rounded and deeper, whereas this pattern 5 will play flatter and shallower. So some good info there. Even the puppy outside likes it. And that'll do it. Hope you enjoyed, Grant. Thanks for watching.